Alright, so we're starting off Chapter 9 now in a big way. It is time for us to basically break into Kamishiro, and we're going to sit here and plan how to do that. Thankfully, I'm good at editing, so I've cut down the plan somewhat. We don't have to watch these three talk at length about what they're going to do, then go do the thing. I don't have to show all of that, I can conflate that. So there we are. So we're going to find a secret Kamishiro folder that gives away all of their dirty deeds.
Was this, did it take you a long time to do this mission, or was it a bit of just a quick in-out?
The actual mission takes quite a while, because you have to go through quite a lot of areas, quite a lot of dialogue, and there's a lot of Digimon battles, so yeah. Why do you ask?
I was just wondering, because it sounds like a major big thing, so I was thinking like maybe multiple floors, or how does it go?
It's not that it's multiple floors, it's that it has this level design, which I think we have seen before, where it's a bunch of big circular areas where you have to, like rings, and you have to kind of get into the right layer of the ring, so you're coming back on yourself a lot. So yeah. Anyway, plan. I'm going to use my connection jump, and we're going to be in disguise, so that we get to go see a Kamishiro preview event. And here's Takumi and Arata both in disguise as a pair of randos.
Why does the female one just look really menacing?
I actually know which one that is, but yeah, I don't know. From there, we jump into one of these little bad boys, and we have ourselves a little swoosh right through the Digiscape. And then we get ourselves into the secret room. So that is pretty much the whole mission there.
Yeah.
And what do you think we're gonna? We're not done.
Oh, right. But when you said that was it, I thought like, okay, that was it then.
No, at one point I'm gonna cut to show you how the mission plays out.
I thought that was it. I thought we were done.
Mission over. Game done. Just did the whole game and cut it down.
Just show the end credits. We're done.
Digimon Cyber Sleuth. No, that was all right. So this is where we had a little bit of a hiccup in the plan. So we actually had to get Yuko here to do a little bit of hacking herself to get us a passcode.
That's why you don't drink fizzy drinks before missions, so you don't get hiccups.
Don't get any hiccups. Exactly. We want to avoid them hiccups. You know what? Genuinely, for like an infiltration spy mission, you don't want to be hiccuping. So I can't say that's not bad advice.
And you can't eat Brussels sprouts either.
Oh, you definitely can't do that. Yeah.
Or play sexy, sexy jazz music.
Mm-hmm. You keep that sexy sex jazz out of here while you turn invisible. Callbacks. Alright, so apparently Yuko is a bit nervous about this. Like, you really want me to backstab Kamishiro? And we're like, yes, obviously. Like, they fucking probably killed your dad. You should probably backstab them. But she's still very nervous about it. So, Anyway, here's a little talk about said father. Mr. Kamishiro himself. Sure, the truth about my father's suicide, big finger quotes, and info related to the Eden syndrome are in there. So we hopefully get this file, and we've pretty much fucked them. That's us beating Kamishiro there and then. Assuming all the cops in Japan aren't corrupt and won't just take that information and just fob it off and not do anything with it, which is likely what would happen with a big corporation in a scandal like this. Is no one would actually face any consequences, but yeah. We're not too sure if the data's even there to begin with. But Yuko's now suggesting there's something else we could hack into. Which
Vending machine.
Yes, get us free Kit Kats for all! No, the Valhalla server. So there is another server that we could hack into that could be very promising.
You mentioning Kit Kats, I think there's a good cultural thing there with Japan.
So they have so many weird Kit Kats, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of want to try some Japanese Kit Kats. The flavours are out there.
We need to be able to order just like all of them.
Just ban import tax for all countries forever. I want to eat those delicious Kit Kats without paying like $5 for each one. Like the strawberries and cream one and all that. Well, green tea. I've had green tea Kit Kat. Holy shit, that slaps. I love the green tea Kit Kat. Anyway, Arata is kind of freaking out and does not want to go anywhere near this Valhalla server. Straight up, if we're going there, I'm fucking out. I'm not touching that.
I'd like to try chocolate one.
No biscuit, just chocolate. So it's just a chocolate bar. Yeah. Chocolate and chocolate Kit Kat. Double chocolate. It is probably a Kit Kat that exists.
Yeah,
actually.
double chocolate maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping, no biscuit.
It's just a block of Nestle chocolate, which honestly isn't that good. So, yeah.
All right, just a biscuit.
Okay. Just a wafer. So it's just a kit. Oh, it's just a kit then.
Which part is the kit? Which part?
Actually, I don't think the chocolate and the wafer are the kit and the cat respectively. I think the kit is the one half of it and the cat is the other half of it.
So which one is the Twix?
It's the left Twix and the right. This has been there was a whole ad campaign about that, about the left and the right Twix. I'm afraid to touch that. Anyway, chapter 9, it's time for the plan to unfold. We told Arata we're not touching Valhalla, so he's back on board. Let's break into this place. And just as I said, it's one of these fucking level designs where it's a big fucking circle. And it's a pain in the ass.
Ah.
More importantly, we have Mamemon and Andromon that we got to beat up. And now that I have my far more handsome boy with me, you can absolutely hose these scrubs.
It's good when you have a hot boy with you.
Yep. I'm not even going to call him a boy anymore. It feels weird. Man. He's a man now. He's a hot man. We have a hot man on our side. And these fucking Digimon are bulky as shit, so here I am just wailing on them for quite a while. They're not doing any damage to me. They're just fucking tanky. So there we are. One more dead or alive. A few more dead or alives. There we go. Got him. With Numamon of all things. Numamon got the finishing blow.
When I went to my nan's funeral last week,
Yeah?
we were...
Oh yeah, how did that go? You brought it up in the last video, and then we should probably round that out.
Which part? The bit where I get all cold and sweaty, or the bit where I get all hot and sweaty?
Wait, what? Did both of those happen in the same funeral? What happened?
Well, there was a limo that follows the hearse.
Oh, right, yes, yeah, go on.
Yeah, and I couldn't fit in the limo. I had to get in my sister's car. And she drove us there, but she had to drive round the back of the crematorium.
Yeah.
But the limo and the hearse stopped up the road from it. So as soon as I get out my sister's car, in a suit, I had to run round the crematorium, round the roundabout, up the road to catch up with it. Because I meant to get out the limo and then, carry the coffin.
Right.
Run all the way to the hearse in the limo, realise there's still no room for me.
You probably shouldn't ditch a pallbearer, but go on.
And then I had to as the hearse went and the limo went, I had to run back down the road. And everyone's standing there all getting upset and going like, oh, here comes me nan and that, she's in the box, and I'm chasing the limo from behind.
Bless you. Oh,
and then
no.
and then it just slows but doesn't stop. And then just slowly goes round. And I just end up shouting at them, fucking stop.
Wow. Oh my gosh, so you had a day then, basically.
Dad gets out the one side of the limo because he's bawling his eyes out because his mum's dead. My mum gets out the other side bawling tears because she's laughing at me.
Oh god! Oh, your life is like a comedy of errors sometimes. Bless your heart. Oh, by the way, we got the passcode. Yuko managed to get the passcode. So we're here, we're at the final stretch. I skipped most of that bullshit annoying puzzle. There is just me running back and forth a million times. Re-K totes adorbs. The password. There it is. Lovely.
So that was how I got hot and sweaty. The bit where I got cold and sweaty, we got to the wake,
Yeah.
and it was at this club thing. And one of my nan's brothers brought his dog.
Right.
And I went over to him and I said, can I fuss your dog? So I'm not just going to touch his dog. It might not be great with strangers, and obviously it's not my dog. It's not my place to just go and touch it.
Yeah.
And I said, can I fuss your dog? He goes, you can do better than that.
Walk it.
Yeah. Hands me the lead. And I look out the window and I go, but it's pouring with rain and I'm in a new suit. He goes, yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking you to do it, because it's raining. Look at my dad, and I'm like, Dad. He goes like, Dan, just walk the dog.
Walk the man's dog, please. Go.
Go outside. I walk the dog. Goes for a couple of wees and that. Walk around the car park. I come in, freezing cold and soaking wet. Give him his dog back. Another bloke, not even part of the funeral, just at the club, comes up to me and goes, would you mind walking my dog as well?
Work here.
And I'm like, who are you? He goes, I just live down the road from here. And my dad goes, Dan, just walk the nice man's dog.
Oh my god. And you became the dog walker man that day. You became the second dog whisperer. Brilliant. Alright, Yuko's got us the password. Now it's time for her to get the fuck out before she gets caught. Shit. Oh dear. This is not what we wanted. This may all have been a trap. They may have expected us to do this. Here's the secret room.
Looks like your room.
I wish. I fucking wish my room looked as nice as this. Come on. Alright, this is the top secret area.
I always want a 4-poster bed like that.
I would kill for something like that. At this point, they're so expensive, I think it'd be better to just try building one yourself.
So all it is 4 posts, because if you let the curtains down, you got your bit of privacy as well when you've got people over.
Yeah.
And also, it holds the heat in.
That's actually, yeah, holy shit, I could do it with a bed like that. Alright, what have we found here? This might be the secret. Wait, no. No, they're not. No, they're just panties. Cool, we're doing this.
I want to see this.
Please, game, show, don't tell. I must see the panties.
Describe them.
Away.
Describe them to me.
Lacy. That's it. Just lacy. It's just a piece of lace. It's more like a thong than anything. Anyway.
I have a strong interest in underwear. That's why my last name is Brown.
Oh, jeez. Why? Come on. You're better than that. You're better than that. Alright, I think we got it. Please never do that again. I think we got what we came for. We've got the secret diary. It has all the info.
Oh, looking at that on the screen.
God, you're looking at the waveform of that thing you did. Alright, there's some kind of disturbance going on. Now, what could be happening? Let's have a little peek with Arata's random magic screens that you can just pull up.
Okay, how long can he do that?
He's always been able to do that, apparently. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, a bunch of people are getting eaten. There's a lot of people dying in this game, I find. A lot of people start dying from this point on in the game. Like, way more death than you'd expect from a Digimon game. Another eater. Well, that's not ideal.
Oh, I found out there's a mod for Assassin's Creed 2 on PC.
Yeah?
Where you, instead of assassinating people, you just slap them.
You just slap everyone to death.
It still insta-kills them. It still does the
Oh, that's
whole...
even better.
You just go up to them, it just changes the animation so the blade doesn't come out, and you just slap them. And then it just goes to them like dying on the floor.
Become one slap man. Wait, fuck, something's really off. Uh-oh. I think we're starting to put pieces together.
It was Pete the cat!
It was Pete the cat all along! Okay, here we go. So here we have quite a genuinely tense scene where Ree's like, I fucking caught you. I fucking caught you pulling some shit. I don't appreciate you pulling shit on me.
Especially pulling panties.
If I go to my secret room and find that my panties aren't there, I will be outraged.
Why are they wet?
Why would they be wet?
I put them in my mouth.
Is that what the sound was?
Yeah.
I don't think either Takumi or Arata would have done that, so thankfully that's
This
not
is an
canon.
RPG. I expect the ability to suck on people's panties.
Are you sure you want that on the record for the rest of your life as a thing that you've said?
If I go into politics, I expect they to be brought up.
It's the thing that costs you the election.
No, will get me the winning votes.
Oh fuck, this part. So Kishibe's like, oh, with the condition your brother's in, it'd be a shame if something were to happen to him. You know, your brother is in hospital, our hospital. Oh, it'd be a real shame if something bad happened to him.
That would be a shame. Too bad that that's irrelevant to this situation.
No, I mean, it'd be a shame if you backstabbing us would mean that something bad happens to him.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate, but luckily these things are irrelevant.
No, let me
situation
put
is
this
very different.
I'll put this in a more blunt fashion for you. It would be a shame if you backstabbed us and in turn we unplugged your brother's life support, killing him instantly.
That would be unfortunate.
So...
I'm glad these situations are irrelevant.
Oh my god! Sandbag it entirely.
Give me the money or I'll kill the hostages. Well, I don't know them.
It'd be a shame if I started killing multiple patients that were in our hospital
Well,
in response to your direct action against us.
Well, it would be bad for them because, like, their insurance policy is just going to go through the roof, and then the investors at the hospital are going to drop out. If anything, they're the one that are going to lose out if a hospital loses too many patients.
Fuck, that's a good point. Shit! Oh my god!
They will then get investigated themselves, especially if it's in a short amount of time where a number of people with, like, very different illnesses and conditions all start dying. You know, that's the sort of thing that not only the health department get involved with, the military gets involved with that, because that can be interpreted as an act of terrorism, because essentially you're saying that these people could be treated as hostages. You're basically saying, okay,
I'm gonna kill your fucking brother if you don't do what you're fucking told. Oh my god, Yuko. Jesus Christ, go. All right. Mystery, answer me this.
So basically, I've just proved that this threat is, like, worthless.
It's entirely, it's all a big bluff. You just... God, you need to become a negotiator, like a criminal negotiator. You're just standing there like, no, actually, I disagree. Alright, okay, Kishibe is, regardless, starting to put the screws to Yuko here. Yuko's kind of sticking up for herself. I kind of respect her. Like, keep your filth out of my father's world. Fuck you. Props on her for standing her ground here. It's probably not going to go well for her, but she's doing it, at the very least. OMG. Lines from Kishibe here do make me wish that there was an English dub of this game. I kind of want to hear how an English voice actress would do this.
Threatening me while trembling and almost crying.
Like a deep and powerful god. Oh fuck. No! No, there's no way! No! Suedo works for Kamishiro? I would never have seen this twist coming!
Oh, Curly Dick! What a surprise that you were the villain!
What the fuck? Unprecedented writing! Your theme song made you come off as so good and innocent. OMG, totally kicking it. Alright, so the game's just kind of laying out all the cards here. So, Suedo and Kishibe are totes working together. In fact, it kind of implies they almost even have like a romantic thing going on, and I don't want to think about that. I know she's evil as fuck, but she can do better. She can absolutely do better. Yeah, like right here, she's like, oh my gosh, romantic. I don't even want to imagine these two being an item. That just feels weird and wrong.
I imagine a corkscrew position would work.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god. Wait, he fucking turned and looked at you as you said that. He's like, what the fuck did you say about my dick? Alright, yeah, he spotted us. So, he knows we're here. He knows that we're watching him, and he just turned and looked back at us, but didn't give us away. So, even if he is with Kamishiro, he's still kind of playing on our side. He's still kind of acting like an ambiguous kind of third party in all of this. And Arata is understandably pissed. Alright, this is a lot to unpack. Let's just take the shit that we've got and get the fuck out of here. I know a lot of people are getting eaten and dying in the lobby, but that's apparently not our problem. It's out of our control. Yeah, we'll suss this all out later. I don't know how the fuck we're going to get out safely. Surely you have to go back into the lobby where all the eaters are, and then bamf out of there, but maybe we can just log out from here or something.
Introduce the eaters to Keto.
Go on.
And then they would look at all the people they're eating and go, you know what? No, there's probably a lot of carbs in you. And then leave you alone.
I don't think there are that many carbs in people. I think we're mostly protein. I think we are almost entirely protein because we're meats. Mostly meat. Most of what you eat off of us is meat.
There's a large amount of fat.
Yeah, so there's meat and fat, both good for keto. Where the fuck would the carbs be?
Isn't there carbs in bone?
No, that's calcium. It's calcium in bone. And calcium, I think you can have with keto. So no, if the eaters are on keto, they'd eat us more. They'd be more inclined
I'm going
to
to
eat
Google
us.
this. I'm interested now.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Oh, what is this? The Paradise Lost plan. Oh, we've figured out about a secret plan of theirs. Let's learn about what they're doing while you look up whether or not a eater on the keto diet would actually be more inclined or less inclined to eat humans. Okay, so a bunch of digital shifts keep happening. Kamishiro's causing them. Alright, well, I think we could have put 2 and 2 together and figured that out ourselves, but, you know. Or is it? Okay, so they're trying to enact the Paradise Lost plan, and the digital shifts are happening as a consequence, right? Basically, big corporation is fucking everything up. Now, what is the Paradise Lost plan? I think this will be very, very important over the next few chapters. Not that I've played ahead or anything. And nothing about the plan. We don't know about it. We're gonna have to learn about that later.
Apparently, they wouldn't be able to have our blood.
Ah, so they'd have to drain us like we're halal meat and then eat us.
Along with proteins and fats, carbohydrates are one of the 3 main nutrients found in our food and drink. Your body breaks down carbohydrates into glucose or blood sugar. So it would need to somehow be able to separate the glucose from our body, which would be extracting that from every organ, so ripping apart all our meat, and extracting all the blood and sugar from us.
Have you seen these tentacly motherfuckers? They would not struggle to do that. They could do that quite easily.
But that's basically performing surgery before eating us.
They got a lot of tentacles. I imagine with that many tentacles, surgery is not difficult.
Right, I watch a lot of tentacle porn.
Please go on. Please, I'm sure the world would love to hear more.
Of my extensive knowledge.
This is my wheelhouse, my area of expertise. I will not be questioned on this.
Right, now the thing about suckers on tentacles is if it was to try and extract the blood from us, it would struggle because it would then in turn absorb it or cause multiple blood clots, which it could theoretically do. If skin was stretched out far enough and suckers were at this right depth, they were deep enough, the suckers, they would be able to pull our blood in, make little balls and that, but then it would just be like pouring like beanbag balls out of a beanbag bag.
I mean, I don't know if this is all relevant considering that they can only eat us in data form and they're eating our data, so to speak. But I guess our nutrients are also converted into data, so they can maybe just eat us entirely and then just delete the not calcium, delete the fucking carb files. Just take the carbs out of us in post.
There'd be different files, would they? Would they be? What do you think? Do you think they'd be put in different folders or different files? Or different parts, like genetic makeup,
maybe
if
like,
we were data?
That's a good question. How does the human body get converted to data? I mean, I know for a fact that our sperm has fucking... Each, like, sperm has, like, a fucking petabyte of data, like a stupid amount of data in it. And so if they're eating us wholesale, that's going to be so much data they're eating, just from our crotch alone. And that's not to even get into each individual cell in your body, which is also full of shit. Like, how much data is in one person? There must be a fuckload.
There's got to be so much more. There's just got to be...
We're getting...
Wait a minute.
This is a deep discussion about techno-cannibalism right now. I'm kind of all for it.
In the last few minutes, we went from me sniffing and sucking panties to tentacles to now, how much data is in a human?
Yeah, I'm sure there are scientific studies looking into that, and I'm very curious about it now.
Probably a bunch of uni students like trying to study this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're going for parties and that.
When they're not partying, this is what they're looking into. How much delicious data can you acquire from one human being?
That's my view on like uni students. It's just parties and listening to some old fart at the front of a room talk for hours.
You're not wrong. I've been there and you're not wrong. Except for the old fart. My lecturers were all cool and young and cool. But yeah.
Yeah, uni's a bit of an outdated thing.
It's still necessary.
It's necessary, but it's an outdated... Like, the whole, like, having to sit there and listen to someone talk for hours, I think is a bit of an outdated thing, where I think it's more beneficial if there were, like, small sections where you listen to someone for maybe, like, half an hour, then you have a break, then you come back and you talk about a new thing.
That is how our acting uni kind of did it, and I do appreciate it for that. Anyway, now good
Wasn't
old...
there something important happening on
Well,
the screen?
This is more of a debrief than anything, but Arata finally gets to taste Kyoko's coffee. Her delicious coffee.
Oh, I was excited till you said coffee.
Wait. Are you sure about that? Considering it was like oyster coffee that she just served him.
Whatever she calls her flange, whatever.
Flange! Of all the words you could have used!
Oh, I heard the best new name for cum.
Go on. That's gross. I'm bleeping that. That's just gross, actually. Oh,
There's a picture
so
of this.
visceral.
There's this picture of this woman on Facebook talking to a little girl, and she goes, "Are you my new mummy?" And she goes, "No, your dad just likes to give me his."
Oh, that's gross. That's the worst way of calling anything anything.
I
Jesus.
now like that.
You enjoy using that term. I refuse to subject the internet to it. Every time you do that, I've got to put in a bleep. Stop it. That's so much more work for me to do.
How many times can I say it before the video ends?
Well, oh, Arata's dead. Arata's dying. Oh, this is it. He's dead. He drank the coffee. He drank the flange coffee.
Oh no.
Oh well. Hardly knew him. See you all later. Bastard.